explain you the one more topic. Okay, views. Last topic in this particular unit. How to create. I explained you what is the meaning of view, and we discussed about how to make views or alter views or modifying the views or insert data into the views. The same thing we'll see once again here in terms of some specific point related to the views. Okay, so what is the meaning of basically view? Basically a view is nothing but a virtual table that I explained you in the previous classes. Okay, the contents of the view are not going to be in any physical table, but through view we are referencing values in the table. That is the meaning. View is a virtual table. View is a virtual table. The content of view are not stored explicitly. Okay, the content of views are in some specific physical table only. Okay, right. So we can see a small view, how to create a view. Okay, maybe based on one or more number of tables. Here we interested to take a couple of columns from student table, maybe a couple of from the enroll relation, maybe one or more, whatever it may be. Okay, so right. So you want to find the names. Those who are identifies the students. Those are the students. Okay, who got B grade, who got the B grade. Okay, with some specific course ID, Say clear, we are having a courses, okay, and student ID. In the student table, we are having maybe SID, okay, and grade also. SID and grade also. We are having a student table where the every student table we are identifying is a grade also. But what is our requirement is we want the student who enrolled in a specific course, that ID only. Okay, that ID only. Okay, so we want the combination of these two tables. We want to see some information from the student table. We want to see some information from the course table. Clear? So the thing is here, if you want to see students, the name of the student along with the SID and his course ID also. Where he is having grade is B. So if you don't want to identify the course ID, the student name SID can be available from the student table. But I want the concerned course ID also. I want to know concerned course ID also. But the course ID is available in another table. So I want to see something from the student table. I want to see something from the course table also. Or we can call it as the enroll table also. Then we can create a view. Okay. I will explain once again what is the meaning of this select statement in detail. Okay. So we are creating a view which we can see partially from the student table, partially from the enroll table. The command is create view and we are giving some of our own name. Okay, say for example B student, that means B graded student, because here we are identifying the student who are having the B grade in a specific subject. So what the information you want in the B graded students, their name, student ID and course. Okay, we are using a keyword called as and we are given a small command, select command. Like previously we are using select star from students. The star is giving all information, but here we don't want all, but instead we want from the student table S name, that means S dot, from the student table name, from the student table SID, from enroll table CID, from enroll table CID, because in the from class, we renamed student as S, we renamed enroll table as E. That is the reason S dot I pronounced as S name from student table, SID from student table, CID from enroll table, CID from enroll table. Okay, what is the condition? We need to, because we are having a primary key one table, reference key one table. The reference key will be, the foreign key will be available if and only if there is a constant value in the primary key table. That we are achieving using the small condition. I will explain you how this conditioner will work in detail in the coming classes, where SID is equal to EID. It identifies, it compares the each and every SID value with the SID value in the enroll table. If and only if there is a match, then it takes only that particular column. Okay, automatically it filters all other values and also identifies whether the E grade that enrolled grade is B or not. Okay, so it eliminates the remaining values. It filters only B graded values and compares that B graded value with SID, both in the primary key and the foreign key, both should be same. That value will be given. That result will be identified as a view. That result will be identified as value view. So for example, if you executed successfully the above command on the bottom two tables, you are going to get a small result table called as view with two rows, okay, because here we are having B grade with two rows, B grade with two rows. That is the meaning of view. That is the meaning of view. Okay, so the B student is having the three fields: name, SID from the from the course, and the course name, and SID from the student table, and the course from the enroll table. Okay, view can be used just like a base table. View can be used just like a base table. Okay, but it is not storing explicitly. Okay, in defining the new queries, it can be utilized like table in defining new queries. Okay, but only thing is it is not explicitly storing any data, but you can just identify view like explicitly stored data only. Okay, you can consider even though it is not physically stores data. Okay, but a couple of points with reference to the view is, okay, be careful. Views that are defined on a single base table, okay, on a single base table, okay, with no use of aggregate operators, clear, can be updatable. Aggregate functions unte aggregate ఇంకా మనం వాడలేదు. Once again, that is the result. We'll going to see what is the meaning of aggregate operators, full-fledged operations of use later. If you on the view, whatever just now we created, if it's not having aggregate operators and created from the single table, the view can be updatable. Okay, right. So the thing is, if you are using the aggregate operators, you can't simply use, okay, you can't simply use that particular thing. Similarly, you can delete rows from the views. Previously, that particular view we given the name as good students. Okay, of course, even the B graded students, we are calling them as a good students. Clear? Right. So the GPAs, whatever they think, we can delete any row from the view by deleting the rows from the student table. Student table lo delete aithe view lo delete అయిపోతుంది. But view lo delete cheste student table lo delete avadu. Okay, similarly you can insert any data into the our original student table. Okay, that data will automatically appear in the view also. Only thing is, if the any particular student value is not available, say for example, if you inserted some data in the student table, there is a vacancy in the, there may be vacancy in the enroll table. That particular part will be appeared as null value. Okay. స్టూడెంట్ టేబుల్లో డిలీట్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ డిలీట్ అయిపోతుంది, స్టూడెంట్ టేబుల్లో ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసినవి ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇన్సర్ట్ అవుతాయి, యాజ్ లాంగ్ యాజ్ వీఆర్ క్రియేటింగ్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సింగిల్ టేబుల్ ఆర్ నాట్ క్రియేటెడ్ యూజింగ్ ద అగ్రిగేట్ ఆపరేటర్స్. I will explain you the what is the meaning of aggregator operators separately. The topic is different. Okay, but only thing is whenever you are inserting any data in the original table, okay, or through view, if you inserted anything in the original table, automatically reflects here. But if you are inserting any data in the view, it must contain primary key value of the base table. ఏంటమ్మా, వ్యూ ద్వారా కనుక మనం ఏదైనా ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయాలి అనుకుంటే వ్యూలో మస్ట్గా ప్రైమరీ కీ వాల్యూస్ ఏదైతే ఉన్నాయో, ప్రైమరీ కీ టేబుల్లో ఉన్న ఒరిజినల్ వాల్యూస్ ఏ ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ ఇక్కడ కూడా రావాలి. అదర్వైజ్ యూ కాంట్ ఇన్సర్ట్ in the view. Unconditionally you can insert in the base table, that will reflect in the view. But if you want to reflect in the view, it must include all primary key values. Okay. So whenever you want to destroy or alter tables, okay, be careful. We are having a small command called as drop table. Okay. You can simply use the drop table command whenever you want to insert. Okay, so you can utilize that particular values. 1 minute. The last class I was unable to take your attendance. Right. So whenever you want to delete anything, you can use a command called as dropping or destroying. Okay, destroying means deleting particular table or view. We can utilize drop table. Okay, so whenever you use the drop table, students, it destroys the student unless some view or integrate a constant effort to the students. And oka view kani like whenever you want to delete from the references table, if and only if the primary key table is deleted, that particular entry, we are unable to delete anything from the foreign key table. Like whenever you want to delete that particular table or destroying the values in the table or views, we are having some condition. What is the particular condition? If you want to delete any table, we can use the command called as drop table name, drop table students. Okay, drop table students. But be careful, we need to once again practice these things in the lab. If you created any view on the table, okay, until unless we delete the views, we can't delete the table. Okay, if you created any views on the table, until unless you created any view, all those views, you can't delete the table, original table. Okay, that is the only condition. So what we need to do, whenever you want to delete any particular table, or whenever you want to drop any particular table, or whenever you want to destroy any table, what is the required thing? We need to delete we need to delete first of all those views. We need to delete first those views. Okay, then only we can do that deletion operation. Then only you can do that deletion operation. Okay, so first we are deleting all views, then we can delete the drop. Otherwise, even though you don't want to delete those particular thing until unless you are dropping this particular thing, you can use restrict keyword, okay, to make the particular tables, the views should not be deleted from this particular table, should not be deleted from the particular table. Okay, if you want to give that particular restriction like foreign key, like that foreign key, we are using the keyword restrict. We are using the keyword restrict. Okay, because there is a view on the particular table. There is a view on the particular table. If you want to protect, we can use restrict keyword along with the table students. Clear? Otherwise, you can use cascade. You can use cascade option like deleting from a particular table. This cascade option, what it will do, whenever you are deleting in a table, automatically deletes all its views also, all its views also. Okay, right. So this is how to delete a table when views are created on the particular table. When views are created on the particular table. Similarly, on at the outset, just giving you how to modify the values. After some time, I want to add, say for example, first of all, we created only students with the name only. Later, I want to create their surname also or maiden name also. Clear? Whenever you want to do that thing, we can do without affecting the previous data on the table. Without affecting the previous data on the table. Otherwise, what we need to do, we need to delete the table and we need to create a table fresh with all the required values. From the previous student table, I want to add maiden name or surname. Say for example, okay, I can use a command called as alter table students. It automatically modifies the structure of the existing table. It automatically modifies the structure of the existing table. It automatically alters, okay, existing table. Clear? Right. So whenever you want to, without deleting the previous table, you want to add some more new information in terms of the new columns. In terms of the new columns, we can use command add column maiden name. It automatically preserves all previous values or previous columns and includes a new column called as maiden name. But be careful. Say for example, in the previous table, I already included 10 rows. When you added a new column, the new column value in the previous 10 rows becomes null. Okay, it doesn't contain anything. I will show you in the lab contents or other values. Clear? So when I am adding a new column, maybe fifth column, we are having only 4 columns in the student table. When I'm adding the fifth column or the previous 4 columns having data, the newly added fifth column is having no data. Okay. Using the alter table, we can also include some data in our default values. Clear? Right? Or later, we can edit those values. Later, we can edit those values. Right? Okay. Similarly, whenever you are inserting a new column, like you are inserting a new column in the existing table students, you can delete also. You can delete also. The delete columns, okay, we call as drop column also. Clear? Similarly, you created a primary key or foreign key or unique key. Those things also can be added or deleted from the existing tables. You can add, you can delete. Delete always we call as a drop. Okay, except row values. Whenever you are referencing to the columns or table level, we call it as a drop. Okay, using the alter command, you can add columns into the table. You can delete columns from the table. You can add constraint like primary key, foreign key, unique key. You can add and you can delete also. Okay, right. All these actions are similar both on tables and views. What is the difference between table and view? Table is physical level entity, whereas view is virtual level entity. View data is on original table. View data is on original table. Okay. So finally, we'll conclude a view is a relation whose instance is not explicitly stored. View data explicitly store ayi undadu. It is computed as and when we are executing. The data will be deferred. The value of the data will be deferred based on when you are calling this particular view. Okay, right. Then why you are using this view? The view is maintaining absolutely logical level data independence or external level data independence. It hides what the particular table contains. It hides what the table is containing. Instead of in the previous table, we student is having 5, but we are seeing only 2, hiding all the remaining 3 columns. Similarly, in the taking only 1 column, we are using 1 more column in the calculation processing. Okay, remaining all columns will be hidden from the user. Then, so we utilize this data independence or external level independence, or we can say we are maintaining security. We are maintaining security. Okay, so maintaining security is possible using the tools. Using so this in addition to the enabling the logical data independence, external schema views are playing very important the access to the data. The views are restricting access to the data for many security issues. We don't want to show it to everybody. We don't want to show it to everybody. That is the thing. Okay, but only the views can be defined through queries. The queries also will show you later. The handling update operations on the view is very complicated. Updating views is very complicated. Okay, because as I told you, you can do some operations if you are creating without with a single table. It may not be created from the multiple tables. That too also, if you are not using the aggregate operators, then we can do all operations. Otherwise, there are restrictions on the views. Whenever you want to insert, it must include all primary key values on the original table. All primary key values on the original table. So this is the way, what is the meaning of view, how to update, how to delete those things. Okay, right. So if you are having any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, otherwise we'll conclude the topic. We'll in the next class we are going to start with the module number 2. Module number 2. It is conclusion of the module number 1 only. Be careful. Clear? Right. If you are not having any doubts from your side, you share your attendance through this chat box. Okay. So certain of the operations, whatever we discussed today, once again, we need to see all these operations as part of the labs. We are having one exclusive lab on what are the topics we covered today.